This is my 6 month check-in post-op hairline surgery, and everything is looking great. This is roughly about the time the doctor said your follicles should have fully taken place in its location. So roughly around 6 to 12 months is the time period when it's all starting to fully heal. Now, during the 1 month and the 6 month check-in, there were some complications. I did somehow get staph infection, and I went to the dermatologist, and they said that it's a very common situation that could possibly happen, especially since if you have open wound and if you were, of course, traveling, it could happen. So if any of you out there have experienced it or are going through this, know that getting an infection of some sorts is going to be possible just because you have essentially like 3,000 little open wounds along your hairline. And for any sort of bacteria or any sort of germ to get in there is very likely to happen. So, and I think what could have happened with me is that specific area, like right here, that was really the infected area that happened that got really inflamed. Um, and looking back at some of my photos that I took, like post-op, like the day of, I noticed that that area was also the part that was significantly bleeding. So I'm just assuming that could have been a possibility of where the old scar that I had there, and the doctors went in and implanted a few of the follicles, and I guess they didn't take. But overall, like my left side of my scalp was fine. The rest of the area was fine. It was just more so like right here, like this general area, had a major inflammation, infection issue. So doctor just gave me some antibiotics as well as ointments to treat the infected area. Because the medication that Korean doctors, when they send you home, they mostly give you anti-inflammatory medications and topical ointments rather than antibacterial. So for my case, I also needed antibacterial, but of course that was unknown for them. So when I got back, I contracted that infection right here. So I went to my dermatologist and had that taken care of. But anyway, long story short, everything is good now. Hairline is growing. It's looking great. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's fully grown in now. So all attached. I would have to say though, the hair up here is much more coarse than like right here. Like you kind of feel like you can feel the difference, and you can slightly see the difference as well. But granted, of course, the follicles that are here used to be from the back. So the back of the head, your hair is much thicker, much more coarse than it is on the edges, and especially in the front. So you do see that slight difference. If you get really, really up close, you'll notice it. But I mean, most of the time, because my hair is dark, you're not really going to see the difference. But other than that, that is my 6 months check-in. This is the front part, and I'll also show you the back side of how the donor part has healed up nicely too.